Hey, what's up guys? It's Marissa and I'm back for another booktube video. And today I am doing the counterpart to my other video, which was 10 things I hate in books, and this one is 10 things I love in books. So in no particular order, let's get it started. The first one is friends to lovers romance. I absolutely love seeing characters who are longtime friends and are just suddenly realizing that they have like kind of a romance vibe going on, and realizing that their feelings go just a little bit deeper. So that was the first one. The second one is slow burn romance. And this one is, you meet somebody, you have a good conversation with them, yada yada yada, you can't stop thinking about them, and things start to happen, albeit very slowly. You're kept apart by circumstances, you live far away, they're dating somebody else or you're dating somebody else, and it's going to take quite a while of build up for them to actually get together. So slow burn romance, so much better than Insta love. The third one is anything having to do with royalty. I don't know why. I'm just obsessed with royalty. Maybe it's just, I would like to be a princess or a queen or, somebody awesome like that. I just want to wear a crown, damn it. Somebody get me a crown. And Berna from Berna's Bookish Adventure, she's an architect and she told me she would build me a castle, but I got to come up with the money first. So I just need her to build me a castle and then somebody else to give me a damn crown, okay? And I'll be all set. So the fourth thing I like is strong female characters, and my example for this is Citra from Scythe. It's the female characters that can be strong and yet vulnerable at the same time. It's like, okay, I have feelings, I'm a human being, and things upset me, things bother me, but I'm a badass and I'm a warrior, and I am, I'm gonna pick myself up off the ground and I'm gonna go kick some ass. And I don't need a man attitude. I want a man, but I don't need a man attitude. I like reading about that. So the next one is chivalrous male characters, and I don't mean like in the old days, getting down on their knees and pledging their fealty to whatever. I'm talking about the male characters who know how to talk to women, who open doors, who open car doors, who, and not because women need that kind of thing, but just because it's respectful. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into a whole feminist thing here because I know a lot of people are really sensitive about that subject. So what I'm saying is my personal opinion is I would like to see some more chivalrous male characters in books. And one example I will give you is Harry Dresden by Jim Butcher. I know I talk about this series and this author a lot. I'm sorry. My bad. Just go read his books and I'll shut up about it, I promise. So Harry Dresden in this series is very, very chivalrous when it comes to women. And sometimes it kind of ticks the women off in his life because they're like, come on, I'm a modern woman, man. I can do this on my own. But he insists. He opens doors for them. He pays for meals. You know what I mean? He's a gentleman. He's not a douche. He's a gentleman. So I would like to see more of that in books. The next one is well-written magical systems with drawbacks and limitations. I love all systems of magic. I am crazy about them. I like unique systems of magic where people make up their own spell names, or they have these limitations that are strange or off the wall, and just make it unique and make it good. I don't want to hear the same old thing every time I read a fantasy novel. I want it to be something different. Okay, so the next one is bad guys who aren't all evil. Now, this I was talking about in a previous video in the book Renegades, how the bad guys aren't all bad and the good guys aren't all good. Everybody, they're shades of gray. They've just been labeled and put into this box and said, well, you guys are the bad guys. But in reality, as you're following them and getting to know them, most of them aren't evil. They just want different things, and they happen to be on the losing end. Something that they say is that the history was written by the victors, and they can portray the other side however they want. And that's exactly what happens in the book Renegades. Is you know, history is portrayed through the winner's eyes, and the losers are painted as the bad guys. And that's what I like to see in books. I don't like to see this clear cut, you know, like Disney movies, like, oh, that's the bad guy over there, that's Ursula or Jafar or, you know, whoever. I like to see the shades of gray and, you know, get to know the villains in these books, because, you know, you start to feel for them, and it's like, wait a minute, you know. And it makes you realize that people who you dislike and people who you think are bad people, they may not be that to somebody else. So your worst enemy is still somebody's mother, son, father, brother, sister, whatever, you know what I mean? So they're still seen differently by somebody else, and I like that when a book really makes you think about that. Next one is unique powers, and this can be superpowers, magic powers, whatever. I'm talking about renegades, of course, with these crazy superhero powers. I mean, Nova, she never sleeps. She can put people to sleep. I can't for the life of me remember what the other guy's name is. But he draws things. Like, he can draw something on a piece of paper and pop it out of the piece of paper, and it's like straight up real at that point. It's like, I mean, come on, that's like the coolest power ever. The next one is first person writing done well. And I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this, because first person can sound really annoying and repetitive because you're in somebody's head, but I really like it. And again, I'm sorry, Jim Butcher, you're gonna have to start paying me, I'm telling you what, boy, because I am plugging you a lot in my videos. So Jim Butcher does a fantastic job, and he wrote the Harry Dresden series. He writes it all in first person as Harry, and his internal monologue, oh my god, it is some of the funniest, most sarcastic, down to earth, you know, just absolutely incredible writing. I heard somebody else describe his writing as it doesn't take itself too seriously. And that's exactly what it is. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And he does such an amazing job at writing first person. His books make me laugh out loud all the time because of Harry's internal dialogue, because I'm like, man, I say some crap like that. I mean, minus the magic and whatnot, but like, I say some crap like that in my own head. So it's really, really good. So the next thing and the last thing is unexpected main character deaths. I'm looking at you, Game of Thrones. I'm just saying, unexpected main character deaths are pretty freaking awesome. Everybody's used to now, you know, fairy tales and whatever. Everybody survives. Everything's all good. The villain's defeated. Yada, yada, yada. I like it when you kill off main characters, authors. I'm just saying. I absolutely adore it. I'm really, really sad that you killed that person, and why would you kill that person? But then, yes, because that was amazing to read. Absolutely love it. So keep doing it, authors, because I'll keep reading. So anyway, that's all I got for today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.